sparkles the magical story of little Penina and Jacob with his 12 sons. One morning, as the first rays of the sun began to warm the earth, Nina woke up, stretched, and walked over to her magical mirror. "Show me Jacob and his family." The mirror lit up and spun, and Penina found herself in Jacob's tent, surrounded by his 12 sons. Jacob was sitting among them, under the shade of a large tree, carefully listening to them as they discussed their tasks. "Shalom, Jacob. How are you today?" Jacob looked at her with love and said, "Shalom, Penina. I'm thinking about my children. These are my sons. Here is Reuben, my eldest son. This is Shimon, my second son. And this is Levi, my third son. This is Judah, my fifth son. These are Zebulun and Issachar. And this is Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher." Finally, Jacob approached Joseph, his beloved son, and smiled. "And this is Joseph, the youngest and probably the most beloved of them all." Nina walked over to Joseph, who was sitting, attentively listening to his father, and said, "Joseph, you are wise, but remember that not everyone understands your light. Your brothers may envy you, but it's important not to become proud and not to show arrogance." Joseph nodded thoughtfully and then stood up, saying, "I've had strange dreams, Penina, dreams that trouble me. In one of them, I was with my brothers, and suddenly we were gathering sheaves. And my sheaf stood up, and their sheaves surrounded mine and bowed down to it. What does this mean?" Nina gently patted his shoulder and replied, "Dreams can be messages, Joseph, but be careful when sharing them with others. People may not understand, especially if they already feel envy." And another dream, "I saw the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowing to me. These were my parents and brothers." Penina sighed and said, "Don't show your strength too brightly. Your brothers may not understand your destiny and might feel threatened. Be wise, Joseph, and there's a lesson in these dreams for you." Jacob, noticing their conversation, called Joseph over and said, "Joseph, I want to give you something special so you know how much I love you. I've made you a beautiful coat with colors. Wear it with pride." When Joseph showed his coat to his brothers, they immediately felt envy. Shimon and Levi, sitting nearby, exchanged glances. Why not us? This isn't fair," Penina, sensing the tension, said. "Envy is a heavy burden. Remember, brothers, you are all one family. Don't envy your brother, not because he's special, but because he's your brother." But envy continued to grow. And one day, when Joseph shared his dreams with them, they decided to act. They conspired to get rid of him. Penina, looking into the mirror, saw the brothers plotting something dreadful. They decided to get rid of Joseph once and for all. Nina ran, but she didn't reach them in time. The brothers took Joseph, threw him into a pit, and sold him into slavery to Egypt. Penina knew that everything that was happening was not by chance. Deep in her heart, she understood all of this was part of Hashem's greater plan. When Penina returned home, her mirror glowed again, and images of her journey through time remained. The end, which leads into the beginning, where every step, every decision is the beginning.